Coming up, authorities in Trimpone district of the Northeast region mobilized civilian volunteers to take over the running of essential public services in the Winchiki and Dambu communities as public sector workers flee following renewed chieftaincy clashes. Ghana National Fire Service in desperate appeal for more support as it says many of its fire trucks are out of service, which is delaying response time.
As it stands now, there is no fire tender at Adenta. Our tender at Dodua is also broken down. So if there's any fire, that plans will have to come all the way from Medina.
And coming up in business, Parliament passes 5 new tax bills expected to be implemented from next Monday. We have details on how it affects you, the economy, and businesses.
And later in the bulletin, the biggest Christmas family event in Ghana, Joy Family Party in the Park, gets underway later this morning at the Bree Botanical Gardens.
It's going to be fun, a lot of activities. So please come along with your family members.
It's going to be full of fun.
Yeah.
So all the family members here to have a nice day.
These and more here with me, Maxwell. But this is Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. Let's settle for the details now. Authorities in the Trimpone district of the Northeast region say they are mobilizing civilian volunteer individuals to take over the provision of public services in the Winchiki and Dambu communities. This is after renewed chieftaincy clash last month forced many professional public sector workers to flee. Schools and health centers have remained closed while socio-economic activities are yet to resume. Speaking after meetings with the feuding factions, Regional Minister Yidana Zakaria directed the district chief executive to, in the meantime, solicit the support of competent community members to replace the fleeing government workers. Northeast Regional Correspondent Elias Utanko has more in this report.
More than a month after violent chieftaincy conflict broke out between two Anofo tribal factions, the Jabos and Fombrons here in Wenchiki, socio-economic activities are still far from being restored. Schools and health facilities remain closed, farmlands abandoned, and many other public services still unavailable. At least 7 people were killed and over 20 houses set ablaze, including houses that were rented out to and occupied by teachers, nurses, and other government workers. Following the attack, all public sector workers then fled the community and vowed never to return.
The rules for teachers who are not natives, people who are from the south, we have banned them, including their properties. Naturally, you don't expect these people to be happy. So I'm not surprised that they have actually deserted the place.
Northeast Regional Minister ending Elias Utanko's report. The Ghana National Fire Service is appealing for urgent support as it readies itself for more fires during the festive season. There were more than 4 fire incidents on Christmas Day alone in parts of Osu, Sukura, Adenta, and Ritz Junction. The service says they struggled to bring all of them under control. Assistant Divisional Officer at the Public Relations Department of the Ghana National Fire Service, ADO to Alesnati, says fighting fire in the festive season will prove much difficult because they lack enough equipment.
So most of our tenders are out of commission. Ahead of the Christmas and the New Year, we are doing our best to fix the fixable appliances. But then because they are old, it doesn't become a permanent fix because they keep breaking down and we keep fixing them, and the IGF of the Ghana National Fire Service keeps going into maintenance, while the permanent fix is to get new appliances. As it stands now, there's no fire tender at Adenta. Our tender at Dodua is also broken down. So if there's any fire at Adenta or Uyibi or the Dodua stretch, appliances will have to come all the way from Medina to attend to the fire over there, which is a very worrying situation.
Meanwhile, the service is cautioning individuals to be careful as they expect more fires during the festivities following fire outbreak in parts of Accra on Christmas Day.
As much as they take their security concerns seriously, they should do well to take their safety concerns also seriously. We are in a season where the Christmas season is known for a lot of fires. Last year, between 21st and 26th December alone, we recorded over 226 fires.
You had ADO to Ales Nati. Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu is asking all citizens to treat each other fairly in a bid to reduce the number of cases currently before the courts. In a Christmas message, the head of the judiciary also cautioned revelers to celebrate in modesty ahead of the new year.
This is to wish the beautiful people of Ghana a very happy Christmas and a restful holiday season. Christmas is a good time to remember the most critical event in human history, the birth of God as a human being. Let us endeavor to give fair treatment to all and reduce the nation's burden of cases in the courts and increase peace in our beloved country through this.
Your Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. Now, as Ghana joins the world to mark this year's Christmas festivities, General Overseer of the International Central Gospel Church, ICGC, Pastor Mes Otable, is challenging Ghanaians to stop solely depending on government for solutions to social problems. Speaking at this year's Gold, Frankincense and Myrrh event to mark Christmas, Pastor Otable also bemoaned the limited private sector involvement in social interventions to complement government's efforts.
One of the challenges we have as a nation, as Ghanaians, and probably as Africans, is that we always think that the government must solve our problems. And so you don't have enough private effort to solve our problems. We don't have private enterprises. We don't have companies really solving the problems of community because we think government is the only one which solves problems. Government must solve our problems, and where they fail, we must hold them accountable. But there is also a place for individuals, for churches, for citizens to make a contribution and to make a difference. And today I'm challenging you. You may be in need, but somebody is in more need than you are. And you can make a difference in the life of the person. And I want you.
You had Pastor Mensa Otable. Now, there are amazing prizes for winners of various activities ranging from cooking competitions, lime and spoon race, spin the wheel, musical chairs, and more at this year's Joy Family Party in the Park, which starts later this morning at the Bri Botanical Gardens. Musicians Zefia, Kwabna Kwabra, and the Kwampa Band are all set to thrill patrons with some good music. I was at the Bri Botanical Gardens. Here's my report.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
I'm here at the Bri Botanical Gardens, where the trees are provided a perfect canopy, shade, ambience, and the right mood for our patrons tomorrow. There'll be a lot of games here, and I've been trying the games ahead of time. I tried the soft archery, paintballs. I have a gentleman here called Sadok. He witnessed what it was like last year at the family party in the park, and tomorrow he's bringing all his games here. Hello, Sadok.
Hello, Max. We have quite a range of activities. We have air hockey, we have soft archery, we have paintball, target shooting, there is badminton, there is beanbag toss. We have, we're going to set up, canopies with tables and chairs with a number of board game activities as well. We'll have an artist who will take people through the painting class too. So it's a range of things that we'll be doing here.
So Efia, Kwabna, and the Kwampa Band are some of the musicians who are going to be there. So you can get tickets at the gate if you've not bought your ticket already. It is 200 Ghana cedis for a family of 6. Let's meet there later today. That's the end of the news at 6. My name is Maxwell Agbagba.